Hi, this is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show the tags from July, so that would be tags 27, 28, 29, and 30. Move these out of the way. So tag 27 was beaded fringe, and this is my tag. So first I used, for the background fabric, I used some leftover curtain material from the curtains that I made for my travel trailer. It is built in 1955, so I put 1955 on this copper tag. And then my little dangles, I have the blue dangle, raindrops, the white dangle for snow, because I actually ran into snow in Gallup, New Mexico when I was traveling with my travel club. And the orange bead for sunset, and the yellow bead for sunrise. And then down here, leaves for camping in the woods, and seashells for camping on the beach in Oregon, and this piece of wood for camping among the tall trees in Flagstaff. So this is a memory tag, and that's what I did for beaded fringe. The next tag was spider wheel, where we put threads in a spider spoke pattern and then wove. And so with an even number of spokes, you wrap the threads and it comes out as a raised pattern. And with an uneven number of spokes, you can weave under and over each one and make a spiral. So I wanted to use some very dimensional yarns for this. And the background, it's again from my trailer. I made awnings for the windows with this canvas fabric, and so I used that as my background. That was 28, spider wheel. Number 29 was ort, and I hadn't heard that word before. It's a British term which means a leftover, usually a leftover of food, but Anne says a lot of people use it as a leftover for craft supplies and sewing supplies and bits and pieces. And so she told us at the beginning to save our bits and pieces. And today, for this challenge, we just stitched them on. We just bunched them up and then did a little needle stitching all through there to hold it on. Number 30 was a brooch. And so this is the brooch I made. And Anne suggested that we make a brooch to wear and then take a picture of us wearing it and put it online. So I don't know if I will get that done before this video shows, but if I do, it'll be on my Instagram. But I will insert a picture here of that photo that I took. So for this brooch, I had this pin in my stash. It took me a couple days to find it, but I knew I had one somewhere. And the background fabric is a remnant of a curtain that I purchased in a bundle of linen remnants. And it was stark white, and so I dyed it using some coreopsis flowers. And I'm really happy with the color it came out. I don't know if it will be light fast or if it will just fade with time. I did put alum in. I did take a course on plant dyeing in college when I took my fiber arts certificate course. Of course, that was a long time ago. And so this little piece of trim right here is from my grandmother's lace box, and this row of tatting is also from my grandmother's lace box. And the fabrics my mother gave to me when I was quite a bit younger. I started to make a quilt, but I never finished it. So I have all these scraps from the 70s and 80s that my mother had been holding on to, and inside I put a little yellow circle to, because I couldn't get my Suffolk puff tight enough, so I put this yellow circle in there. And the button, I believe, was off of one of my dad's work shirts. It's turned over so you can see the actual shell marks on it. And then the little dangles, I picked yellow for the background here and red and blue to match this fabric, and the white for the little white flowers. So I haven't sewn this onto the tag yet because I think I might like to wear it. I made it in fall colors, so I think maybe this fall I might like to wear it if I actually go anywhere. Are you doing this challenge too? Have you considered how you will store your tabs at the end of the year? I've thought of different things, like pegging them all up on a board, like a quilting layout board or something, but I don't really have any place to do that, and where I live things get dusty pretty fast. I thought about making a book, a cloth book, and putting maybe 4 on a page like that. But then I got the idea of making a storage container about the shape of a hat box. So I'll show you what I came up with. So this is my idea, and I've started it. This would be the top. Many years ago I bought a shabby threadbare quilt. Parts of it are good, but parts of it are quite shabby and threadbare. Some of the fabrics just didn't hold up. Other fabrics held up really well. So I thought this would be the top, and I can do some embroidery over the top of some of these threadbare areas. Maybe do a design that goes across here and a design here and here. I'm not sure. And then I have this pinned together. And so for the inside, I took this piece of dresser cloth. Again, it was from the bundle I bought of remnants of vintage linens that some were stained and some were torn. And then I quilted around the original embroidery and the leaves, and then I added these little French knots. This piece was really bad. All of these fabrics had disintegrated here and here, and so I covered them. Some of these are vintage replacements, some are newer, and then I just machine stitched along these lines to hold this fabric and the batting down. And since that'll be the bottom, that's not too important. And then I will make sides that will be high enough so that my tags will fit in here, and by the end of the year I'm sure this will be a full circle, especially when I add some of the extra credit tags I did, because in some instances I made 2 tags. And then this will be raised up like a hat box with an edge all the way around, and a zipper to zip it. And that's as far as my design ideas. I don't know if I'm going to do some kind of handle or not. Oh, and I meant to show you between these pieces. So with this I have a piece of cotton batting and a piece of old tea towel and then a piece of foam core, so that when you lift the whole thing up it doesn't sag under the weight of the tags. So that's my idea of how I'm going to store my tags, and it'll probably take me the rest of the year to finish it. And if you have ideas on how you plan to store your tags, let us know in the comments. That would be very interesting. I'm sure Anne might come up with some ideas before the end of the year. Thanks for watching, and have a great day crafting. Bye bye.